Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today I'm going to be spraying this great stuff, PESTBLOCK. It was real chilly out here last night, so I put this heater on both of these ends. This is the only place I'm spraying this. The entire rest of the perimeter is incredibly well sealed. The only place I have any qualms about is where the addition meets the house. So I was going to fill this with just regular great stuff foam, but when I was picking up the foam, I saw this, and I guess it's brand new. It's PESTBLOCK, and it does not contain pesticides. I'm guessing they have borates or borax in it. That's what the old timers used to use. It's not really a pesticide, it's more of a soap. But anyways, this should be warm enough right now. I have no idea what this stuff looks like. If it's like a green color like that, I'm gonna guess no, but it would be kind of cool if it was. So this cavity here, it goes back about 6 inches from this board right here, or actually a little more than that. So it's a fairly deep cavity, and then it goes down 3.5 inches there, and it's concrete on this side. I'm gonna use 1 can on both of these. Both sides are the same. I guess I'll get some under here as well. And I think I'll just go back and forth and try to use up the whole can. These cans are not reusable, so once you start using it, you pretty much gotta use it up. But I don't want to go much further than this. So I'm going to get that whole back area filled, and it's probably going to bulge way out here. I really don't care. This is the surface of the drywall. So if it goes a little past that, I'll cut it off. But I want to make sure this whole area is filled right here. And then I have underneath these sills. This has shims under there to get it level, so I'm going to spray under there as well. What I'm going to do before I spray is I have a little bottle of, that's actually hot water. I'm just going to mist it lightly in here, and then I'll spritz the stuff that I sprayed. I believe this stuff must be polyurethane based because polyurethane glues and stuff are activated by a little bit of moisture. All right, so I shook this can for at least a minute. I'm going to shake it again. That is real important with this stuff. I use the Great Stuff Pro for big jobs like this full edition, but when I have smaller jobs, I generally use the little cans because it's kind of a pain in the ass going through all the cleaning and stuff. And a cleaning tip, they do make a cleaner, but this stuff is just acetone. So if you get this stuff on your hands or your clothes, you can get it off with acetone. So this is what I did. I extended the wand by this much so I could get way in the back there. I want to start the spray at the back wall and work my way out of there and hold this down all the way down to the ground here. And this will take 2 hands, hold it all the way down to the ground, and then kind of fill this up, fill it up maybe to the top of here, and then it'll expand and fill the whole area. Once I get both of those done, I'm going to take it over here, and I'm just going to cut this off right here. I'll make sure I got my utility knife at the ready. I'm going to cut this off right here, and then this tube will fit nice and easy underneath them sills. So I'm going to get these areas nice and clean so I'm not stumbling around. And I'm going to shake this for another full minute. Then we'll spritz the areas and get to spraying. Okay, I got my can all shook up. The water is at the ready. And I have a spare can here just in case this doesn't fill it. But I think I'm going to have leftovers, so I don't think I'll be using that. So we're going to start off. I don't want to make a puddle. Well, I'm really glad that I bought 2 cans because it's going to take 2 cans to do this. So I got that, oh, it's probably only a quarter of the way filled on this end, and it tapers up into that corner, and my gun was leaking a good deal. Now we'll just give it a little spritz and let this stuff harden up. I'll put the heater on again, but not quite right on it. This stuff likes to be between 70 and 90 degrees, so heat is going to be its friend. Okay, so on this next one, what I'm going to do is tape that wand better. Put a good deal more Gorilla Tape on there. I thought that would be just fine, but apparently this stuff has a lot of pressure. So I'm going to get this one all set up, and then we'll do that one. Okay, this has been expanding for a little while. You can see that it expanded a little bit here, and it's harder to tell back here, but it's certainly expanding there as well. This stuff kind of looks like wet plaster as it's coming out. And then you can see down here, it gets a little shiny after it starts expanding. It's definitely different than like this yellow stuff or the orange fire block stuff. Okay, this can has been pre-shaken for about 2 minutes. I sprayed this already with a little bit of water. I'll spray it again. It's not going to hurt it. This stuff will use it. It'll use the water to cure itself. Not sure how well you can see down in there. Spraying back into there. Now, let me try to set the camera up so maybe you can see. Not sure if you'll be able to see or not. Okay, the last one. It's kind of hard to start, and then once it started, it went kind of crazy. Now this one is foaming way more than the last one. Oh, looks like I might have got a bad can on that first one, but all right, it has been about 2 hours, and where the stuff was put on thinner, this is how most people will use this, I'm guessing, in the little gap between the concrete and the sill plate down in your basement. I could see you going all along the entire foundation and doing this. One thing you got to remember is you got to have the can upside down when you're spraying it. For some odd reason, I forgot to do that on that side. That's why when I was spraying on that side, it wasn't coming out correctly. And when I did it on this side, I had the can correct. You can see it's much fluffier than this side. And this side has, it's like there's a gap that's pushing stuff up from the bottom and kind of dripping it over the edge. That's real interesting. I don't think it's going to cause any problems, but it'll be interesting to see if this foams up like the rest of the stuff. This is all pretty hard. Appears to be just fine, but it probably hardened up on the outside before the stuff underneath it could harden, and that stuff's just kind of like pumping through. This might be the pest stuff as well, borax or whatever it is. And the stuff that's on the floor, you just wait for it to dry, and then a sharp putty knife or something will get it right up. I'm gonna let it dry a little bit longer before I do that. So all in all, the spray went very well. Everything on the inside is going to be really nice and packed solid with this stuff. No insects or anything are gonna get in this way. No creepy crawlers in this edition at all. Okay, that's gonna wrap this up. I am gonna go around at a later date, and once I have a pipe that's gonna go through here, I'm gonna foam around that. And then when that dries, I'm going to fill this area right here, I'm going to fill with foam as well. And then this area over here is going to get this regular old insulation. But for that stuff, I will be using Great Stuff Pro. I don't need insect stuff for the bulk filling like that. And for those who didn't watch the other day, this is the cleaner if you have a gun like this, and they sell this at big box stores. Well, they sell it at Menards. I don't know about other ones. They sell the gun, and they sell all the different kinds of spray. This right here, I believe, is fireproof for sealing between levels in your house, but you use it for just about everything anyways. Yeah, I got it all over the place. I will go around, I think, and seal back in here as well before I close this up. I think I'll do that on both sides. But anyways, this cleaner will, if you use it right away, it'll get it off of clothes, get it off your hands, whatever. But once it dries, you got to scrape it off or sand it off or some other mechanical means. All right, that's going to wrap up this video. If you want to see further videos here at Planet Mojo, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.